Hey Elliot. Alright, first off, I completely agree with what Elliot is saying. It's very true. We all walk around with these weird, as he calls them, neurotic holding patterns, and they manifest themselves into like these weird ass, like these weird ways that we contort our faces and like keep tension. And uh, while doing the bioenergetics that Elliot deems are good, they're good enough, but you could do more. Rather than just the jaw muscle, you can actually go through a whole complex. And actually, every morning in the shower, I go through a complex. I'll go through it with you right now. So, first, you relax the jaw. You do this about around 10 times. I like to keep it around 10. It's just easier. It doesn't have to be exactly 10, but, you know. So that's a two-part move. First is you open your jaw as wide as possible, and then purse your lips as tight as possible. So what you're doing is you're tightening and loosening the jaw, and you finish with the. All right. So once that's done, now you move on to the lips. You purse your lips and move them side to side, like. I like to do that around 10 times each side, and really work on pushing your lip to the side as far as possible, so that one side's completely loose and one side's completely tight. All right. Once that's done, move on to the eyes, up here, in this area. What we do for that is let me see if I can figure this out. Hold the eyelids on the end, not very hard, and just close your eyes against the resistance of the of your fingertips. So relax and tighten. Relax and tighten. All right. Next we move on to the eyebrow, around this area and here. I like to just go across the whole eyebrow and do this around, 10 times as well. I also like to go the opposite way as well. Get each individual eye as possible. Alright, so now that we got our eyebrow done, it's time to go back to the jaw. Now I'm going to hold this. Alright, now our jaw is all loose. Now we move on to the neck. So that'll loosen up the tension over here, and perhaps a little in your traps. Now while you're doing this, it's important not to give a fuck what anybody else thinks. You'll look like an idiot, but it's okay. Alright, so now that we got that, it's time to loosen up this area a little bit. Right here, it's time to loosen up this in the back. And we do this by tucking the chin. While tucking the chin, it's important to keep your tongue in the anatomical resting position. I learned that from Elliot, actually. In the anatomical resting position on the roof of your mouth. So alright, so once we tuck our chin like 9-10 times, we then reinitiate the same rotational pattern that we did right before. Or that was it. Now Now remember to do this with intent and really concentrate the energy around this area and just work on loosening all that up, and try to keep your body loose while you do this too, because it's pointless if you're gonna develop tension somewhere else just to release it here. Alright, we got that done. Now I just like to, you know, contort my face a little bit and just do things that I wouldn't normally do, just like just kind of like, you know, work on the cheeks over here. Anyways, the finish, this is a little weird. Now we're gonna smile, tense our face, and slap it. And that's how you do it. And I like to end this with, I don't know if you've ever done martial arts, there's you stand at attention, hands by your sides. Let me see if I can get a good view of this. You wanna, I just like to end everything with kind of a bow, and that's my little daily routine of releasing tension in the neck and the face. I like to also, you know, contort my neck to the side, and I actually got into a habit of cracking my neck, so you know, that also helps. But I advise not to force the neck into any muscle or any part of your body. Do not force it into a plane of motion that is painful. Try to just move around in all the various planes of motion, but do not force it ever. Instead, over time of you moving in these various motions, you will get more flexible, and over time, and you'll be able to release more and more tension every time you do it. Anyways, that's the little facial bioenergetic type release I perform in the morning, and it makes me feel grounded. So I'll also be doing another video on Nolly. It's essentially stomach vacuums, which I also do in the morning, but that's for another time. Anyways, have a good day.